Well, hey there, boys and girls. My name is Harry.
And I'm the way less creepy sounding Richard.
You know what? We thought about changing the name, but we didn't. So it's still Dead Decks.
Yeah. Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah. We could go with something else.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Why am I watching this?
Thinking Puppy Dogs and Sunshine. That'd be a good name for us.
Yeah. I want to kill myself. Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about bourbon real quick before we get started.
Oh, yeah. I got bourbon somewhere.
Gord, still the same shit. I don't know where this is going to land on the video queue, but if we show this, we've shown it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And we're going to say the same shit. We like it.
It won't take that many more videos. We go through shit pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting better at our drinking.
Yeah,
we're leveling up.
Something.
I like better. We're getting better at drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what are we talking about today?
We're doing a review/overview of Guardians, the CCG.
Yeah, not the Galaxy.
No, not the Galaxy. Or not just like generically people that guard shit.
Yeah.
It's
a game.
It's a game. I'll go ahead and show the book because that is something that's big enough to show all.
Yeah.
Mentioned that in our video we did on books.
And if we remember, we'll take pictures of those books we mentioned in that video and put them on Twitter. If we don't remember, sorry.
Sorry about that. We're trying to remember.
We're doing something. Maybe not better. We're doing something.
This is a game made in 1995. Was the first release in the glut. It is an original property. It's kind of generic fantasy. It is definitely a CCG, but it does have some board movement in the gameplay, which we'll get to eventually. It's made by FPG, if I didn't say that.
You did not.
They also made Dark Age. Only two they made, and we're fans of both.
Yep.
Big fans of both.
Yep.
So,
if you're going to do something and you're not going to do much of it, do it well. And they did.
Absolutely did. The designers of the game were Keith Parkinson and Luke Peterschmitt.
Hey, Luke.
He is still around.
Yep.
What up? Don't know if he watches us, but we know he's around and has been involved in the game industry and done a lot of other things. Which at some point we might do a bio on him. Rands needs to talk to him. Hopefully he gets on CCG history.
I saw in a comment because he commented on our video that we were on with Rands, and he was soliciting them at that point. Rands was, so
I hope he lands him.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He's a big player in the industry and has been for a long time, and it'd be cool to hear him talk about all the stuff he's been involved with.
Yeah,
especially these two games.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more backstory on both of those.
We've got a little personal memento from Luke Peterschmitt that we'll post it on Twitter, and I'll throw in a video too, just so it can be seen here as well. But.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a binder of someone who acquired it or the person who originally was playtesting, but this just came unadvertised in an auction I bought. I knew it had a binder with it, but I didn't know what was inside of it. There is a letter from Luke Peterschmitt to a playtester at the time.
Named Dave. Hey,
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, what's up, Dave?
We won't say your last name just in case you don't want to be known.
So you're now holding in your hands the card list from Guardians Limited. We'll be publishing a list on the net in the next 5-7 days. Just don't spread this around just yet. If you need me, here's my phone number, and thanks for being a playtester. So it had some cards in here that were cut in a funky sort of way, so I may have my hands on some early playtest cards. I'm not entirely sure about that. Don't know how much this collection went through before I got it.
I mean, I would say maybe Luke might be able to let us know on that. It might be something he would personally know.
Yeah, maybe. It was pretty cool. Nice surprise to find and something I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And on printed out paper from Parkinson Studios. So anyway, that's pretty neat. I don't like the way that was set up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So rarity on this thing, on the game, it was standard. They did commons through rares, but they did do numbered rares. So if you've encountered that before, we have rare 1s, 2s, and 3s. They have all of them have that. Commons 1, 2s, and 3s, and uncommons 1, 2s, and 3s. Rare 1s are the chase cards. almost everything I need on the limited set is a rare one. I've opened 2 or 3 boxes now and got a hold of some other bulk. And yeah, I'm down to rare ones. That's where the cool cards are. Well, it's something like on the sheet, right? Maybe a rare one has
How many times do you have
one on a sheet, and
yeah.
2 has 2. And so, yeah, they're much more rare.
Yeah.
So that's what goes for chase cards. There's no foils or inserts or anything like that. On the sets, they did 2 base sets. They did a limited and then they did a revised. Expansions, they had 3. Dagger Isle, Drifter's Nexus, and Necropolis Park. Dagger Isle you can find cheap. Well, cheap enough. 30 to 50 if you're shopping around. Base, I don't know what base goes on eBay right now. That's probably $100 a box.
For limited, yeah. Revised is cheaper than that.
Yeah, and then the last 2, good luck. A few $100 a box if you can find them at all. I'm not sure if there's even listed right now. They're very rare. I think they were at the tail end of the company, and they're hard to find.
And if you're chasing Dark Age sets, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. If I'm not, somebody will let me know, or they won't, because nobody cares. The Clergy Inn promo was inserted in the Necropolis Park, I believe, randomly. I don't know how randomly or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure you get the promo in that set. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
One of these days, I'm on some of that.
Yeah.
One of these days.
I love to crack some of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get into why. I think I'll get into that. I really want those sets, but man, they are hard to find.
Yeah. I'm sure that they were running out of steam by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of availability, you can find everything we mentioned. You can find even a few cards of the expansions, but not much and not for cheap. Base and Dagger Isle you can find all day long.
Yeah.
I don't know when base will dry up, but there's still been a lot of that out there.
It will eventually. I mean, that's the thing about anything we talk about from the 90s especially, but even in any dead game, eventually it's going to be gone. It may take 30, 40, 50 years on some stuff. High Boarding Gates looking at you. Battle cards. But eventually all that's just going to be gone. It'll either be opened or lost or destroyed or hoarded.
Yep, hoarded. Let's see. Products, only the base sets had starters. None of the expansions ever did. And they were randomized starters. But expansions were boosters only. Limited and revised both had starters. So FPG was originally an art card company. And their stable of artists was awesome. You get 2 more in a sec. But you can tell they were art forward.
Yes.
And there was other companies that did art cards that flipped and tried to make a CCG and make money, but they didn't look this good.
Flights Fantasy looking at you, buddy.
They didn't have the same taste in artists, but these guys knew how to pick them. So
even Hyborian Gates didn't even come close to this shit. And Hyborian Gates, I mean, the artwork is pretty good.
No, it's good artwork.
All things considered, but
yeah,
it's got nothing on Guardians of Dark Age. Nothing. No. Not even close.
No, not even close at all. I mean, we can go ahead and jump into that too. The art on this thing is top notch.
Yeah.
Top of the line. I don't think there's really any arguing that. It doesn't get much better.
Mm-hmm. Especially for mid-90s stuff. I mean, my God.
Oh yeah, killing it. I know. So I know Parkinson, one of the designers, also was an artist and a good one. Plug, I think so you say his name. He does more of the goofy fantasy stuff. I love his style. Brahm, we know Brahm's fantastic. Don Mates, I think so you say his name, and there's a few other ones, and they were all solid. The art is fantastic. And in terms of the actual cards themselves, card quality, stock, everything, that's all fine.
Yeah.
Nothing, good or bad, really. Seems fine. Maybe it's a little on the thin side. I don't know, but who really cares?
Yeah. Especially with sleeves nowadays, it doesn't even fucking matter. If you're just collecting it, put it in a binder, don't touch it.
Yeah. The art was humongous. There wasn't a whole lot of junk on the cards. Make plenty of room for the art. Whole lot of border breaking stuff. This is a very common thing you'd see in Guardians. Almost all the cards where they're coming out of the border. I love that.
Or like the next example here, it's completely full art, just straight up.
Yeah. Yep. Same picture as the book.
Yeah.
Fantastic art. And that's actually Parkinson art. That's great.
Well, it actually comes out the border, but it looks like full art from a good distance away because
it's so much of it. Yeah.
Takes up goes outside the border so much.
Yeah. I love how they did that. Yeah, everything. You could just put these in a binder and look at them, never play the game, and that would be fine. Yeah, they are fantastic. That's the biggest reason it was my number one. We went on CCG history and talked about our personal top list.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
After the fact.
We'll spoil it weeks later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that art alone gets that. They had a great mix, somehow made it work to me, of really dark, twisted shit like Brahm does, and really goofy, almost making fun of fantasy art.
Yeah, like Santa Claus with the beer sled. I mean,
Yeah.
the fuck, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is very awesome.
In the same set as you got some, what's this, what one you just showed? I'll show it again on the cam. This Dark Assassin,
That's
or Angel of
definitely
Death.
Brahm. Yeah.
I mean, same fucking set. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and the vibe works.
Yeah.
I think they made it mash. Yeah. So anyway, art, top notch. I think we covered that. Gameplay overview, we'll mention a little bit. Not going to go in depth. At some point, we definitely will do that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
You're basically playing on a grid made out of cards. You have a stronghold, which is 3 cards in front of you. That's your home base. You have a guardian behind that. And out in the middle, you've got some locations that you are moving around to take over. So you take your characters and you play them under a shield. And then you move them around and you can battle. You can try to break through your opponent's stronghold, try to kill their guardian. There's multiple victory conditions. And the thing I like about it the most is the way the mechanics are set up, it takes a lot away from luck and draw. It's a lot of strategy options. Which creatures do I want to put under which shields, and do I want to attack, or do I want to move around here? What I want to do? A lot of options. So I think gameplay is great in that way too. A lot of strategic decisions. So overall thoughts, how we feel about the game. We're gonna start trying to do this. We're gonna rank this. So
Yeah, we're gonna do a little review system. It's, of course, it's subjective. We some things we'll be biased on and all that. That's fine. Whatever. It's our opinions. We don't give a fuck what you think. Yours may vary, wildly. Good for you.
yeah,
but yeah, it's just very basic. When we talk about this at another time, we may get a little more in depth on what we think and change our views one way or the other. But this is our at least overview kind of thoughts about we got 4-point rating system.
yep. On a scale of 1 to 5.
1 to
I guess we'll do 0 to 5.
Yeah.
If we ever go back and rate like Flights of Fantasy.
Yeah.
We need a 0.
We need one for gameplay for that for sure.
So I guess we do a category time. Mine and yours. Do this quick.
Yeah.
Collectability. I gave it a 3.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it's middle of the road because definitely on the base and Dagger Isle, I'd say, yeah, those are going to go up in the future. I don't know about the expansions. When you get up to $500-$600 for a game that's probably not played, I don't know if they'd be a great investment at this point or not. So that's the only reason I went, middle of the road.
I gave it a 4, kind of for the exact same reasons that Richard said. But on the plus side of that, I think if it's something extremely rare and I don't know if it's well loved, it may not be the right word, but something that has potential to be rediscovered. Let's go with that. I think that, if you can get it on the cheap side, and I'm not saying $500 is the low point or the high point. If you can get it, say if it's currently selling for $500, but you can get it for 4, I like that kind of stuff. I like that it's got potential in the future. And I think this game definitely is all, like Dark Age, both games that this company made, I think they both have high potential.
Oh, yeah.
For future everything. Collectability and investability.
Affordability. I gave it a 3. You gave it a 3 too?
Yeah, probably the exact same reasons.
Yeah.
Cheap on the front end, high on the back end.
Yeah, just because of the difference between the expansions and base. And art, we both obviously gave it a 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, top of the line.
Yep, and I'll spoil alert Dark Age for you. It gets a 5 too. This company gets 5 all the way around. I'd probably even give it a 6.
Yeah. They
On a
probably
5-point scale.
They probably had artwork on their front door that was amazing.
Yeah.
These
Look
guys
at that
were,
fucking binder.
these guys were top notch.
Binder's fucking badass. Show that shit
Even
again.
the ad of the fantastic artist, all of them. Love it all. And then on gameplay, I gave it a 5. Again, because of the options, because I think it has that shell and the same obviously the system is completely different than Magic, but the way Magic works and why it's so genius is it has a shell and can do some awesome stuff with it. They had the same thing going. A lot of options for strategy, a lot of potential. So,
I gave it a numb asshole, an NA, because I don't know anything about gameplay whatsoever. It's something I definitely want to be knowledgeable about because everything else about it I really like. So I can't imagine I wouldn't like gameplay. And if Richard's giving it a 5, I'll probably give it at least a 1.3. So. I have good feelings about the game. Everything I've seen between that and Dark Age, both they look phenomenal. So and again, we don't know much about Dark Age either. So
yeah,
We'll get into these, hopefully sooner than later.
Just because I'm holding it and forgot, or I had it near me, there's a revised box for you. It's pretty.
Pretty.
Of course, that even has good artwork, too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Is it a warning label on the back?
Yeah, it's funny, but I'm so blind that I can't read it. I do remember that it's funny, but it's really small print.
Yeah.
One of their boxes had a spot for scratch and sniff, and then a note that says, "We can't really afford it. Just pretend it smells like whatever you want." So,
and I love companies and games like that have a sense of humor and don't take themselves, like us, too seriously.
Yeah, that's even in the Scry review. It says, "Don't take this game seriously." All right, well, I think that's good.
Yep.
This is good stuff all the way. So, how we do that?
Good enough.
Yeah, buddy.